Hello everyone and welcome to Tassa Springs, our beautiful vanilla city in Cities Skylines. And thank you so much for the support on the last episode. It seems like you guys really enjoyed it, and as did I. So wonderful. However, there's one thing that we do need to address, which is a blunder in the naming of the transport hub. Now, we named it the Gram Jensen Exchange, and it should of course be the Gram Larsen Exchange. So there you go. It's fixed. However, today we're going to be looking towards this empty spot where we're going to put the first part of the university. Now, we won't be able to get it to 5 stars. It'll be over multiple episodes, not necessarily consecutive, but we'll put in the university here. We're also going to probably redo this a little bit because the road network for the university needs to change slightly here. So this little bit here is going to change as well, so that we can get the university connected up to the tram, to buses, to not the train, but to the metro, and so on and so forth. So the forestry is going to change slightly. We're going to redo this a little bit as well. But let's start with fixing up the terrain here a little bit. So we're going to pause the game actually, and we're going to remove this road right here, and this one, and this one. So what we want to do is level out the terrain here and then raise up a plateau for the university to sit on. So let's grab our level terrain tool here, and we'll come to the larger brush size and full strength, and we'll grab this height right here, and we'll make all of this sort of uniform. Let's actually come here and fix it all the way up. We'll remove this connection also. We'll come out into the river right there. So we will be adding another connection of a medium road right here. So let's drag this back a little bit, this big industry road here. We'll grab our medium road with trees. Is that grass? I feel like those are trees. Let's take a look at what this road looks like. Is that what we want? Could we then... Yeah, that's exactly what we want. So we'll keep this. We'll come out. Let's come off our road guidelines here, and we'll just bring it out to about here for now. And then let's see, we do need to remove this bit right here. And we'll grab our tram tracks. And we're going to upgrade. Oh, we need to remove bit of the school there as well. Some eminent domain, excuse me, coming through. Let's get out of that, and we'll bring this down to about here. And that should be good for now. Let's continue this road. We'll just keep it straight for a little bit. We can come into a little bit of freeform action and bring this over to about here for now, and then we can connect this up later. Right now it's only connected through that, so let's give it a temporary connection, because they will want that. Right here should be good, just to not, mess up the traffic too much. Now we're going to come back to our terrain tool here, and we're going to grab our level terrain. We'll come down a brush size, and we'll grab the 4th layer here. And we're going to bring this all the way up to the road. The entrance to this university is going to lie right here between these two connections here. We're going to bring the terrain up and back. We can come into a larger brush size now, I think. Yes, exactly. And it's going to look terrible there at the back, but we'll come back in the detailing time lapse and and smooth it out a little bit. Super. Let's test this real quick with a path, because we will be working with a bit of elevated path action. So I want to make sure that we can clear. We do need to come up just a little bit more to about there. Is that enough to clear it without? Yes, that's perfect. Exactly what we want. Now we're gonna grab our tree road. Where is it? There. And let's come to our road guidelines and let's check. Do we have two equal? We don't. That's okay. We are going to grab it right here in the middle and drag it up. All right. And then we're actually going to remove these two. Now let's grab our tree road again. The reason we removed it is because we want to make sure that we are exactly 10 units out, or that we have a node at exactly 10 units out on each side. And then what we want to do is actually slope this back a little bit, just so that we get a smooth increase on the connection of this road. So we'll just push back the landscape here just ever so slightly, and let's see how that looks. So we'll grab our curve tool here, come up by 10. Yeah, I think that's good. And then the same on the other side. Yeah, super. That means we can actually remove this, and then we can connect up on either side here with the straight one. Yeah, cool. There you go. And there you go. So from the top of this, we'll grab our tree road here and we'll come up by a distance of, let me think, 7, I believe. Yes. And then on either side here, we'll create a little bit of an entrance. So we'll grab this top tile there and there, which gives us space to add some path and fences in here. Cool. And then we're going to grab our, just a normal road for now. So we need to prep this out. So we'll come out by a distance of 3 tiles, 3 grids, 3 units on either side. And we'll create a very small little roundabout here. So this will be the size. And then let's brace this like so. And this is going to be slightly counterintuitive, but we will delete it on either side and then create just a straight patch of road. Now this is to ensure that the main building of the university here, which is going to sit here, is perpendicular to the roundabout, because it doesn't snap like that on a roundabout. So it might, it might be on a weird angle. However, let's come to our districts here, and we're going to place down a district for, not a district, a campus area. Cool. Let's come to our education here, and we'll do a trade school campus area. And the main building here, the administration building, is going to centralize perfectly center on this. We're going to name this university as well, and this is going to be as a shout out and as a thank you to Few Candy, who shared my video the other day. So some of you watching this are from Few Candy, has been watching Oregon for a while. So thank you, Few Candy, and we're going to call this the Few Candy University. So thank you to you, Few Candy. Now you can come back in here and remove this and this and this, and we'll grab our normal road here again and curl up this roundabout, and then we can actually upgrade this to a one-way road with trees, something like this. We have the a perfect opportunity to change this over to a rhododendron, right? And maybe in this bit of the road here, we can upgrade it to jacaranda. Is that what it's called? Yeah, jacaranda. What do we do from here? Well, we want to add some dormitories, some other buildings. So we have these two these buildings to play with first. Cool. So let's come out on either side by a distance of 5, and then we'll come up straight up by a distance of 10 for now. Then in here we'll have a little bit of a, you know, open sort of a parkland, I would call it. So let's grab our dormitory on either side here. And I think we should be able to actually have it directly on this, all right? On either side here. There you go. We'll add another dormitory right here. Super. And then on either side, let's extend the path network out a little bit. And we'll just box these in. Not like that. A little bit further. We'll just box these in. Yeah, you'll get water in a second. Patience. Patience, my young Padawan. There you go. There and there. Cool. That should be good for a little bit. Now let's think about maybe some power, and I think we should be able to just grab power right there. Can you? Thank you. And some water will come from here. Now, if we come into the policies, there are some policies that we can turn on, like free lunch, which will cost 1 cent per student. I'm going to leave that off for now, and then academic works. So we have a few options. We can put on more academic staff, right? So we get a higher chance of getting an academic work, which is what we need to move up through the levels, right? We can also give a grant. So we'll give a grant to IT and engineering first, and then we'll turn this up to 34 or 7 staff members there, 2,000 a week. Cool. Let's add another dormitory on either side here, like so. Will you still jump through? No. Yeah, you will. Cool. And I think we'll leave it on that side and not have another one, but we could add one right here. So we don't have to be symmetrical on that. So let's make sure that we can come through with our paths here. And we'll just bring that down to there. That should be good. On the other side here, I think we should have a little bit of a groundskeeper, right? So let's give them a little bit of a path of their own. And we'll keep them, you know, tucked in here behind. Something like this. Let's see. How is our attractiveness going? Not super good. Maybe we could add the book club in here, actually. Let's see. Oh, yes, please. So satisfying. That just fit in perfectly. Very good. Very good. That almost took us there. So we need just a tad more attractiveness. So I think if we move this over ever so slightly, then we should actually be able to finish that grid off, and then we can do the same here and just have a, let's make sure we are at the right spot. Yeah, I know you're going to lose electricity. It's okay. You'll get it back. Should we maybe flip this around? I think so. Let's do that. Cool. So we are already seeing some students come in here. We have the students and the campus attractiveness. So we'll leave that running for a little bit while we discuss the possibility of some public transportation access into here. So we have the tram connection here. So let's smooth this out a little bit so we can pull up the tram, and we'll bring this up to about there. And we could then have a 45-degree turn right here. We'll come up to here. What was that? 195. There you go. Super. And we'll have a tram stop right here. That should be nice. Very good. I think we can grab this one. You can stop right there. Should be good. Now we of course also would like a metro connection into here. So let's think about that. Let's check out what stations we have. We have, you know, something like this, which would be grand, I think. Which one are we using over here? We are using, okay, that one. So we'll use a similar one here. We'll grab the middle of this road right here and just drag it out to there for now. And then let's take a look at this. Do we want it on the other side? I think so. Yeah, 4 should be good. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now let's already link these two up so that we can get, you know, some more students in there. Super. And then let's grab this metro line here and we'll stop here as well. And there you go. Oh, so let's grab our path here and we'll come up by another. We'll just add a little bit of a square in here and let's see. It's a 60. 60. So right here, we want another little box. And I think actually what we're going to do here is possibly drag this down and then we can add this one. Now, this one is a little interesting because the side of it actually looks like the main entrance. So if we put it like this, yeah, exactly. That's very much an entrance. The Sims will enter here for some reason, but we'll play pretend. And we'll box that in. Perfect. We may have to push that a little bit back once we get the commencement hall, but for now, that'll be perfect. Are you going to be happy with that bit of water, or are you still going to complain? Nope, you're happy. Let's add a little green belt in here, so we'll come into our paths and we'll choose a different path for this. I think we'll grab a nature reserve with decorations and come off all our snapping. Although it still wants to snap. We'll do something like this. Now, this may change when we get the fountain. Let's see how we're doing on this. Yeah, we can speed this up a little bit. All right, let's wait and see if we get a the academic works that we want. And in the meantime, we're gonna upgrade this forestry a little bit. These squares are gonna lie a little bit more parallel to this, right? These squares here being the Tassas, which the city is named after. If you want to know more about that, you can watch the first episode up here. So we're gonna, well, let the game run. We're gonna delete a big chunk of this road right here, and these guys are gonna complain, but that's okay. And I don't think we'll connect it over there. We'll just leave it there for now. We can remove this as well. And let's pause it real quick and drag this out. We'll connect it here. I think it's better. Super. Now the plan is that these squares are going to run alongside here, and we're going to upgrade these to the medium ones. I think it's a better choice. Let's double check that the forest area is there. Yes, it is. So we'll come into our forestry buildings here and exactly these. So we add one in just to get the frame of the road down. Perfect. And then we'll turn this around. Yeah, like that. Cool. Let's move this up a little bit. I have an idea. Do this, and then we can... No, I don't want to delete that. I want to grab you and move you to there. Perfect. I want a tram to run on the inside of these trees, right? So we'll keep this going for a little bit longer, and we'll add another one of these there, and then that's the breaking point, or the point where we'll have path to box them in. We'll figure out what to do with the road here in a little bit. Let's factor in our tram road as well. And let's leave a little bit of space in there. It's going to delete a little bit of a path, but that's okay. We can draw that back in. Whoop. Where are you? Here. Cool. Perfect. Let's remove this and this and this. And we'll continue this road out. Now, rebuilding your areas in City Skylines is not a bad thing. Don't be afraid to do it. If you need to rebuild something, rebuild it. It will, as you sort of get better at building, you know, there's no shame in rebuilding stuff, which is sort of what we're doing right here, right? I think this is a good point to close this off. Connect it in there. And connect it in here. Let's run our tram to there for now. Perfect. And of course we'll have sort of the same system over here. So let's remove this. Yes, yes. And let's grab our industry area here and we'll do the exact same on this side. Space is already occupied by a tiny little bit of industry. Very good. Very good. There you go. And here. Super. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. Now, the main building, we could add that into, you know, we could have a little forestry entrance here. So let's think about this, right? We'll grab our dirt road and come out. We won't connect up there. Let's grab our main building here. Move it to... Will you centralize on that? Oh, yes, you will. Super. And then we can come back to road length and grid and connect these two up. Very nice. Very, very nice. Of course, we can talk about some walkability of this as well. If, for instance, the metro passengers wants to walk over there and not cross the street, we can certainly facilitate that. So let's grab a road guideline somewhere. We'll come here. We'll come on our lowest elevation. We'll come up by 2. Pillar on each side. We'll come over like so. And right here, we can come down to ground level without the road guidelines. Please, thank you. And hook up right there. Perfect. And then this can hook into that. Super. So slowly but surely adding walkability. Now, another thing that we might want to do is prepare for the police academy, which I think is already available to us. Yes, it is. And it could sit on this side, right? But I kind of want it to have a road connection. So let's talk about that. Let's remove this rail really quickly. I don't think we have a stop in this one. No, this one was just kind of there. Again, we'll grab our slope tool here. We'll grab this height and just slightly push this back from there. There you go. And we'll grab let's grab a road with grass. Okay, so we need to push that back a little bit more. And that shouldn't be too steep of a thing. Let's make sure that we do have space for it there. We do. But we do need that campus area to come out to here as well. Now, what this does is let's read it. Now, what this does is the cadets, they work with the police officers, keep an eye on the jail cells and so on and so forth. So it's like it ups the efficiency of the police department in your city, which, why wouldn't you want that? It's grand. Perfect. I think right here should be good. And then, you know, looking from this industry area here, like a grand entrance. We can, of course, talk about adding some walkability from here to the industry area. We'll come to the road right here, cross over. And for now, we'll just come down into this right there. And then we have the opportunity of boxing this in. And let's see if you are on the same grid. Perfect. So good. Well, let's also talk about the possibility of having a path run over here to the other side. We'll leave that there for now. Now let's talk about possibly adding a factory into the university right here. So we have the forestry going right here. Of course, it's complaining about not enough buyers and so on and so forth. And it will for a little bit until we add some more stuff to it. Now, there is a factory that I've had in mind in adding into this. So imagine, you know, would be part of your sort of study sessions, right? So let's add a little industry road in here, and we'll grab this road guideline here from this path. We'll just plop down the road for now. The factory I have in mind is actually the furniture factory, which can slot in right here. It's a little noisy and pollutes, but it's okay. And there you go. Now, on the other side, we do want the possibility of having a little bit of a warehouse. So we'll grab, not that one. We'll grab this one. Now, they are noisy, but it's for the students, right? Perfect. So we'll do unique factory products, and nope, that's not true. It needs paper and timber. So we'll plain timber and paper is what it needs. Then we can remove this right here, and with, you know, the forethought of some walkability, we'll grab path here, as well as come into our grid here and run one, and come off the grid and run one over. Won't connect. Okay, so let's move this over, connect it on the other side. Yeah, perfect. We can even run that up to there. Cool. Of course, this is going to want all kinds of things, but let's connect it up first. And I think we'll run sort of over and down. These industrial roads have very nice bridges. I like them a lot. And it adds, you know, a little bit of another layer of height. That could come down there. Is that steep? It's very steep. It's okay. It's okay. That can just connect up there. Super. And we can put some water to this guy because he's going to want that. Yeah, let's not look at that. Super. Very nice. Now, this is, of course, not going to get any... it's not going to get any products just yet. Because we don't actually have the factories down here. So let's put these down. So we have the biomass pallet right here. We can move that over to sit alongside the forestry right here, and we'll add 2 of those. We'll have another biomass pallet on this side right here. So we're producing some plain timber, right? Yes, no, this is producing paper. There you go. And then, of course, we'll have a few sawmills as well. 4 of those should be good. So let me run through this real quick and upgrade the road networks here, and, you know, just finalize up this forestry area, and we'll be right back. Alright, the Fucani University is now recognized, which means we get the fountain, which is what we were waiting for, and, you know, some gymnasiums and stuff. So let's take a look at this fountain. Let's see. Well, actually, let's already give another hospitality. There you go. Cool. Perfect. Let's take a look at this. Is it going to fit the, not that one, this one? Yes. Perfect. So good. Cool. So we actually don't need that much space. Let's take a look at the size of this. The path here. Of Cool. So that is 140. So by 120. 120 right there. Let's remove that connection, this, and this. And we'll add that there. That should mean that this will now... So satisfying. So satisfying. And we'll plop you in. Come on. Play ball. Right here. Perfect. Super. Let's make sure that we keep straight here. We'll just box that in. This can go and this can go. Now we have the fountains in here. We can figure out how we connect that up once we get the commencement hall up and running. Now the last little thing that we're going to do here is grab a tree road, and we'll just pull this out about here, and then we'll add a little library right here. Should that, yeah, we should move that over just a tad, like so. Then we can box these two, and I think that part will just be a normal road here. We could even extend this out to about here, and then without all of these on, let's see if, yeah, perfect. Cool. So the library just integrated slightly into the Few Candy University here. Let's give this guy some water as well. Otherwise he'll just keep complaining. Here we go. And then in this little block here, we'll add some of the commercial university assets, I think, in the detailing time-lapse, which I think that's a good segue to jump into a detailing time-lapse. So go ahead and detail up this area, and then we'll be right back. right, guys. Well, that was, I think, my favorite detailing time I've had ever in Cities Skylines. There's something about the campus DLC that just sort of opens up my inspiration, and it definitely kept detailing far longer than I should have. Time just kind of ran out. But yeah, welcome to the FCU, the Few Candy University. Let's see it at night. It's gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this. You will be able to recognize that from very far away. Let's whoa, not sure. All right, let's get back to it. But yeah, I mean, oh man, I'm so happy with this. And the forestry is, you know, so much better now. We extended the assets a lot with just this tree. So now it's this whole area. We have some, you know, workers barracks over here, the maintenance district, and it's sort of, you know, it has a natural border into the cat ratio banks, which also needs a detailing update at some point soon. Maybe one day we'll go through in a live stream and detail up this entire area just to have it sort of a little bit more finished. But yeah, super happy with this. The main entrance to the forestry, decorated with a bunch of trees and some paths, right? Some green belts just to have a little bit of open space. And then of course the community school here, just surrounded by the forestry area. Might be a little bit noisy for the kiddos, but hey, what are you gonna do? And what about the bear? Are you still in here? No bear. These buses and these dirt roads. But yeah, super happy with this. Super happy with this. And I really like the way the furniture factory sort of blends into this. Of course, we'll keep detailing up here once the university expands, right? Right now it's mainly the front and the entrance that we detailed up here with the tram running in here. Man, it's so good. So fantastic. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. And I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you did, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet to follow along on the amazing journey of Tassa Springs and to follow along on the growth of this magnificent city. But until next time, enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night. Bye-bye.